All right, fam, I'm gonna keep talking about this, man, until y'all check it out. But the movie The Last Dragon, man, was put there for me to find. And whoever wrote that movie, Creation, put it in them for us to use that concept right now in 2025. And it was made in 1985. All right? Creation uses us, fam. But in the movie The Last Dragon, you got Sho'nuff and you got Leroy, two main characters, right? Well, look at Sho'nuff as Earth in third density, or third dimension, whatever you want to call this creation right here. Look at Sho'nuff as 3D Earth. But 3D Earth telling you that God in the Bible is the real God, right? So in that movie, he trying to get Leroy to fight, but Leroy lived in integrity. Sho'nuff, he pretty much lived in hate and fear. 3D Earth, hate and fear, right? Leroy moved in love and integrity. He wouldn't move unless he had to. He wouldn't fight unless he had to. He wouldn't do it unless he had to, y'all. That's us, all right? Think about it. The ones of us that have integrity, all right? So through the movie, Sho'nuff is just antagonizing Leroy, man, trying to make him fight him, right? That's 3D. So at the end, we're just going to skip to the end of the movie, man. Sho'nuff kept asking him, who's the master? And Leroy, even though he was getting his ass whooped, he would not say Sho'nuff was the master. Just like a lot of us that know what's going on, we will not give that God in that Bible no play. All right, even though 3D is whooping our ass, right? So at the very end, after Sho'nuff done whooped Leroy, for a few minutes, 10 minutes or something, blooded him up, beating him up, he started dipping his head in that big tank, right? And every time Leroy head went up under that water in that tank, Creation gave him a message that he already had saw. He saw his sensei tell him, there is one place you haven't looked. Leroy spent that whole movie going around looking for the master. And his sensei said, there's one place you haven't looked, right? And then that woman, that singer, she said, you sure look like a master to me, right? That's what she said. And that dawned on him. And when he came up out that water, no scars or nothing, renewed, right? Renewed. And when Sho'nuff, 3D, the 3D God asked him, who's the master? Even though Sho'nuff whooped his ass, he came up out of there renewed, man, and said, who's the master? I am. Because it's one place he didn't look, and that was internal. And when Creation gave him those messages, we're like, nigga, we reminding you. You are God. You are. And when he came up out that water, man, he let the spirit take over his mind and guide his body without thought. And he beat Sho'nuff in like, what, 30 seconds, 1 minute? That's what's going on now. You are God. Sho'nuff ain't God. The God in that Bible is Cap. That was just to drive the narrative of this story. And the story is ending. It's time to go home, man. You are the last dragon. You. Love y'all. Peace.